Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 2 Minute Gyan by Agile Beyond Boundary. In this episode, I will not go into the pros and cons of story points or hours estimation or on details of how to estimate. I'm proceeding with the assumption that you're aware of both these concepts of estimating in hours and estimating in story points. Yet, you may have seen them both being used together in the same work. This video is to explain why that is a bad idea. Story points are brought into picture because of some inherent problems with hours-based estimation. Like hours depend on the person doing the work, and the estimates change according to that. Plus, it takes time to estimate in hours and brings a lot of focus on comparison, accuracy of estimates, and whatnot. But let's not get into that now. What we do with story points is that we do relative estimation. So essentially, we are just putting stories which are similar to each other in terms of size in one bucket. And we limit the number of buckets that we have. So when you look at it, one story point is just the rough size of an item in the smallest bucket. That means it is not a unit of measurement at all. It is a unit of comparison. An hour, on the other hand, is a unit of measuring time. A story point is a completely different concept. How can the two be compared? It is actually like comparing an apple and an orange. If you do try to put a formula like, say, one story point is equal to 8 hours or something, it leads to the following problems. One, it negates the benefits for which story points were introduced in the first place. Two, using two units causes confusion. So stick to any one, either of the one. The third problem is a bit interesting. Once you start feeling confidence as time progresses, you will tend to start reducing the points you allocate to a story if you relate it to time. For example, if you look at a 3-pointer and you feel, I can do this faster, so it's not a 3-pointer anymore, it's a 2-pointer for me, then you are again making it very person specific. Remember, the size of the item does not change, so the story points allocated to it should not change either. What is the problem if this happens? Consider this. Let's say you have a velocity of 10 points in one iteration of 2 weeks. Now, as you progress in your work, you are able to do the same work faster. And because you are able to finish the items faster, you will pull in more work. In this example, you would actually deliver 14 points now. But if you start relating story points and time in your mind, you will estimate the same items to be of smaller size because you will feel, I know this, I can do this more quickly than before. So with the reduced estimates, your velocity becomes 10 again, even though you have actually delivered more value than the earlier 10 velocity. What has happened is, because you related story points to hours in your mind, what should have been 14 has actually become 10. So even though you are delivering more value, it does not show up in the velocity. To summarize, please understand why you estimate in a certain way, the pros and cons of that, and choose your approach wisely. Thank you for listening. Please share your thoughts, comments on this topic, and view more such videos on our channel Agile Beyond Boundary. Thank you.